this is what I'm going to look like. I'm not going to look better than this on my own channel, I guess. I save it for the podcast. I save the cute for the podcast. But this is what I look like, I guess. Anyway, hi! It's Kristen, and this is my knitting channel. I haven't filmed in a really long time, so I'm not used to it anymore. Hopefully I'm looking in the right place, and you can hear me, and I'm recording. So, I wanted to do a monthly update because I started my knitting journal, which I have here. Pardon the mess, I've got all of my stuff out, but this is my knitting journal, and I made some goals, and I wanted to kind of touch base. And I know a couple people asked to see what the knitting journal looks like. It looks like this. So far, nothing on this one. This is my quarterly goals, but I have my annual goals here on the front, and when I get them finished, I will put a little check mark there. I have these little stickers, which are here. I got these at Target. There's little check marks and like dates and to-dos, and there's just a bunch of different ones. I've got like letters and all kinds of stuff, but mostly I'm just using a ruler and just making this all myself. So I have my 2021 goals, and I haven't completed any of them yet, though I did make progress on this month's goals. So my quarterly goals, which I showed you, and then my monthly goals are just outlined like this. They're all the same for every month, and I'm just checking them off as I go. You can't see, there you go. I finished all of the goals for January, and that's really exciting. So I did a stash update, and I guess I should update you on that too. So last month, or at the end of the year of 2020, I counted all my yarn, and I found out that I had 112 fingering yarns that were unused. I still have 112 fingering yarn that are unused. The breakdown is a little bit different. I gave away 500 grams, which is, I'm counting as 5 skeins. It was actually 10, but I'm counting it as 5. That's on a giveaway on my podcast channel, which I'll link below because it's open for one more week. And yeah, so I gave away 5. And I completed 6 projects, and I have 4 whips, which means that I used 15 skeins of yarn. But since I have the same amount, I also bought 15 skeins of yarn, which is, now I'm realizing I have a very expensive hobby and that I buy too much yarn. But I'm really happy with my purchases. They're almost all Arkansas Yarn Co., and I do have a few more coming from Europe that haven't arrived yet, so we don't count them. They don't count. I also am not counting anything but fingering weight yarn because I don't think it counts. It doesn't count. I don't buy expensive yarn if it's bulky or worsted or DK. I only buy expensive fingering yarn, so I'm not gonna keep track of all of the other stuff. But yeah, so I have 34 skeins currently in stash of Arkansas Yarn Co. I have 8 Yarnable, I used 1 finally, it's in a whip, 15 Felici, 28 commercial yarns, 27 hand-dyed, for a total of 112. It's a lot, and I won't do a filmed stash tour, but I will do some acquisitions. Sorry, my cat's over there. I will do some acquisition in the podcast, so subscribe to the podcast, and hold on one second, had to fix the cat. Anyway, let's see. So yeah, my stash update done. The next one was my stash buster. I did use several skeins from stash on whips and finished projects this month, so I feel good about that. My goal was to use 1, so I used several. I did purchase several more, but it doesn't count, so. And I also wanted to use a new pattern. Now, I finished a new pattern. It was already in progress in December. It was the Bobble Extravaganza socks, and I will show those in a picture. But I think I'll keep that all at the end. Yes, I finished those, and I still have, actually, I finished a couple. I finished that was a new pattern, and then the ripple crop top I have blocking on my floor was a new pattern, and I have cast on the Butterfly Kisses socks, which are also a new pattern, but they're still a whip. They're not completed. So I did all 3 of my things that I was supposed to do. Here is my January summary. So I don't know if it's going to be reversed. Like, I'm looking at it, it's reversed, but I have my stash update, which I did. And it says I updated Ravelry and my quantity in stash is 112. And then I've got my project updates here, which I filled out. I had a goal to put it in Ravelry, which I've kept up on all my Ravelry stuff. I did finished objects 6, whips I have 4, and scrappy squares I did 17. And I will show you that if I can find it. One moment. Okay, yes, I thought I had everything set up, but I didn't. So this is my coziest memory blanket so far. It's a pattern by Kemper Ray on Ravelry, and I have a project page for it, but there are 17 new squares. My goal for the month was 60, so I didn't have that as like a permanent goal, but it is what I was hoping to do so that I could finish this blanket by the end of the year. I won't be doing that, so we're just gonna put that aside. I did 17 though, so that was good because I don't even think I had 17 on there before. So that was, I more than doubled the size of my blanket, and I'm pretty excited about that. But yeah, so that was on my project update, and then I have a little section for my podcast update here. So I did 2 podcasts with Maddie. That's We Share Needles on YouTube. And yeah, we've had a really good reaction, I guess, to it. It's been really fun. I really enjoy it. So we'll be continuing to do that every 2 weeks. So I should have 2 a month, but I'm going to keep track in here. I might have a page set up for like our followers and giveaways and stuff like that so that we can keep track of it kind of like in a diary form. I don't know. It's kind of fun doing the little journals, but so far I've been really simple about it. And then on the back page, I have just a list of my projects, and I didn't actually put the last one in there yet because it's still blocking, but I haven't weighed the yarn or the product yet. But I basically have the name of the project, who it was going to, what yarn I used, if I bought it from stash, if I used it from stash or bought it, how much I used of the skein, and how long it took me, all just kind of outlined there. And it's really, this is ugly, but it's how I thought I could keep track of it. And then in the back I'll have better detailed project pages with pictures and stuff, but I haven't gotten the camera that I want yet, so that's not done. Anyway, it's been a really good month for knitting. I think that the podcast is keeping me on track. One of the goals I had for myself was to do 50 projects over the year, and I've done 6 finished objects in the first month, which is great. So, I mean, it's not, it won't get me to 50 quite yet, but I think that as I continue, I'll be doing better. I am really close on some of my whips, so I'll show you. I guess I'll show you this one first because it's like I just cast it on. I wanted something on. It's nothing yet. It's just a cuff started, but it's going to be this Felici. It's called Windbreaker. It's just going to be a pair of vanilla socks, probably for myself, because I like socks. So I have that one. I have this one in a little bag I got from Target. It says stuff. I think it's really cute. These are the Butterfly Kisses socks. I'm doing them 2 at a time but separately. And I'm pulling from both sides of the ball. Whoa, I made the camera move. Anyway, I've got this sock from the center pull, and this sock from the outside of the ball. This is a Yarnable. It's the Hypnotic Yarn Yarnable in Seance, which was the October 2020 colorway, and they look completely different. It's a really cool pattern. I still think that they're fine. Like, I don't mind that they look completely different, but that's mostly because they're a gift for someone, so I won't have to look at them on my feet. But I think that's pretty interesting. It's just kind of the nature of hand-dyed yarn, but super weird. So if you're thinking about doing like a center pull from that, probably not the best if you're weird about matching socks. So that was number 2. Number 3 is this sock. It's going to be another vanilla sock. I'm really close to toe. On this one I have a few more rows and then I can do the toe. This is going to be a vanilla sock with a cut-in heel, and it's in the Haverland color. I think it's called Nerds in Paradise. It's really cute. I love it. It's super squishy and soft. Very fun. I thought it was going to be a little bit toothier than it is, so I'm glad it's not. But my last one is a big one. It's using 8 skeins of yarn so far, and it's the Slipstravaganza by Stephen West. I think I can finish it by February, the end of February. I'm on section 3. I finished section 3, so I'm on section 4, and there's only 6. So I think I'm gonna finish it this month, which is next month, February. But I'm not rushing. I don't really care if it takes me a long time. But yeah, so those are my whips. I don't count my blanket whips. I've got tons of them. I do have one sock that I'm gonna be considering it hibernating because I just hate knitting it, so I don't feel like it. But yeah, I think let's see, I think that's it really. I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the pictures of my finished objects at the end. I did do, I think I said 6. I have a crop top, I had 2 chunky hats, I had 2 pairs of socks. Is that it? I did 6. I guess I could look because I do have it written down right here. So let's see. Oh, that's right. I did 3 pairs of socks. Okay, so I have a hat, which was for my sister for her birthday, another goal. So I did birthday knit. So I had my sister's hat. I did socks for myself. Those were the Carrot Cake and Felici. I did the Bobble Extravaganza socks, which were a Christmas pair that I did several weeks late, but they're still really, really cute. And then I had a 1x1 rib hat for my friend Alyssa. And then I did some vanilla socks for my niece, Emmeline, for a birthday gift for February, so I'm ahead of the game. And the last one is the crop top that I'll show you. That's another gift for my other niece, whose birthday is also in February. Her name's Jordan, and she really wanted a crop top. It's super cute. So, well, thank you for watching this update. Hope you don't mind that I look like this, because I don't care if you do. Why am I the way that I am? Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye! Why did I do that?